The Steducentre is an education solutions company. In 2017, we conducted the Evander Grade 8 project. The issue was poor maths results. In general, a lot of students by the time they get to grade 10 are forced to take maths lists as opposed to pure maths due to the low results that are obtained. The idea behind the Evander project was to identify the gaps of the students that were entering high school from grade 7. We wanted to identify a solution to the high school teacher's dilemma. They have new students that are coming in with math gaps, and these math gaps are unknown. And secondly, they have limited time to get back to the basics. The Steducentre methodology was applied with the simultaneous implementation of KA Lite. We used the annual national assessment exams that are approved by the government to identify the gaps from grade 1 to grade 7. We then reviewed the trends of the common areas where students struggled. We provided feedback directly to the students on what their individual gaps were. We then provided additional lessons based on the trends that were identified. Reporting was then available for students, parents, teachers, and the principal on the common weaknesses. This project looked at 173 students from grade 8. The time that we were involved was about 4 months. The number of volunteers was 7. Students were required to report to the gym hall where the assessments and the reviews were completed. The graph represents the average results of the students' performance for the exams that were completed. As we reached higher grades, fewer students were able to complete the exams. Let me explain. For example, if we had a student score less than 30% in the grade 5 paper, we did not let them continue to the grade 6. This would be pointless since 1. The gap is now known. There is no basic math foundation. And this is not a situation where you want to look at gaps, but you rather need to address the complete section that needs to now be retaught. We found this to be a particular trend amongst progressed learners. On average, there was a steady decline in the students' results on a year-on-year basis. So what went well? We had an excellent relationship with the principal. We had norms, rules, and expectations that were created and implemented. We had highly qualified volunteers. We had a large number of volunteers. Critical thinking activities were successfully taught, and the venue and the resources were adequate. What went not so well? We had an inadequate relationship with the teachers. Communication with the students could have been improved. Our reporting system was very complicated and the process was cumbersome. And the inexperience of the highly qualified volunteers made things difficult. The lessons we've learned: without teacher support, it does not work. The identification of gaps and the implementation of solutions should not be completed at the same time for more than 50 students, as this takes away from the efficiency and effectiveness of the process. We also learned that students need to be upskilled on basic computer skills and that volunteers need significant coaching. We also learned that opportunities are in place for those who are diligent. As a result of the event, one of the volunteers was able to have 3 months of temporary employment as a substitute teacher due to her performance. The Steducentre, turning ordinary learners into extraordinary leaders.